Yo, what is up guys, Staleboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Sometimes it's good to be wrong, and I am so glad to be wrong in regards to Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Going in, I have to be honest, I really wasn't on board with the hype for this fight. I was struggling to get into it. Quite frankly, the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight left a bad taste in my mouth. How Ryan Garcia basically gave away every single concession and then quit in the fight. It's like he never gave himself a chance to win. It was like he never came to win. And going into this fight, that was in the back of my mind. I kind of expected Ryan Garcia to lay another egg, to tell you the truth. However, that wasn't the case. Ryan Garcia came to win, and he did just that. He won by a majority decision, and it was a really good fight as well. That's another thing that surprised me. It was a really good fight, really entertaining. Had its moments, lot of drama. It was a hell of a fight. Really competitive, good fight. And yeah, Ryan Garcia ended up with a majority decision win. And basically, this single fight encapsulates Ryan Garcia and what he's about perfectly. And what I mean by that is, we know Ryan Garcia's got really good speed. He's really explosive, carries real power with that left hook. He's dangerous in that sense. He's got a lot of raw ability. He's got athletic ability. But his boxing skills at times are very rudimentary, very unrefined. And there were moments in this fight where I thought to myself, what is Ryan Garcia doing? Trying that shoulder roll and turning his back, etc. It looks so amateurish, but he makes up for that with his sheer athleticism, his power, his explosiveness. And when he's at 100%, that makes him live in a fight like this. And it was his athleticism and his power that won him this fight at the end of the day, and his strength. And yeah, Devin Haney really couldn't overcome that in this bout. Fight started out really fun. Ryan Garcia came out quite aggressive. He caught Devin Haney with a left hook, buzzed Devin Haney. His legs went a little bit. Ryan Garcia tried to follow up with a few punches, but Haney did his best to evade them, which he did. He evaded most of them. After the first minute of round one, Ryan Garcia stops throwing punches and Devin Haney just gets on his jab, jabbing from body to head, etc. And yeah, Devin Haney finished the round quite well based on the jab. Ryan Garcia won the round because he hurt Haney, but never really capitalized on it. After round one, Devin Haney then started to take control. Round two, Haney was firing the overhand right over Ryan Garcia's left hand. He was catching Ryan with that shot. He was also going to work with the jab. And yeah, he was just outboxing Ryan Garcia. And that pattern followed up until the midway point of this fight. There was one round where Ryan Garcia had a bit of success. I think it may have been the third or the fourth. Ryan Garcia landed a good combination at the start of a round, followed by some good straight right hands. And that's really all Ryan Garcia was doing throughout most of the first half. After that first round, he had a good third or fourth, had moments in the third or fourth, and other than that, he was just allowing himself to be outboxed. He was low output. The shot he was throwing was like he chopped down with a right hand that he was catching Haney with, but that was really the only shot he was landing throughout the first half of this fight. So at the halfway point, for me, Haney was winning this fight, and he was in control. One mistake Haney was making, in my opinion, was the lack of bodywork. I don't understand why Haney never tried the left hook to the body in this fight, because once Ryan Garcia was doing that crazy shoulder roll, the left hook to the body would have worked on several occasions, but Haney really neglected the body in this fight. And Haney can work the body, as we've seen. But regardless, second half of this fight, Ryan Garcia's physicality really came into play. Round 7, he drops Devin Haney. catches Devin Haney square with a left hook. Devin Haney dropped, badly hurt. Ryan Garcia in round 7 tries to finish Devin Haney. Smothers his own work a bit at times, but also lands shots. Haney clinches, and then Ryan Garcia's warned for punching. No, he has a point deducted shortly after the knockdown for punching on the break. Bear in mind, Haney is clinching like a madness in there. But regardless, it doesn't discourage Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia carries on being aggressive, lands more shots, which forces Haney to clinch, and then Haney falls to the floor. I think there may have been a couple more knockdowns in round 7. It was weird because he was caught, Haney was caught, he would then kind of latch on to Ryan Garcia, then he would fall down. For me, that's a knockdown. If you're getting caught with a shot, you're then clinching and falling, for me it's a knockdown. Regardless, Haney was badly hurt in round 7, but you know, he held on. After round 7, Haney kind of regained a little bit of composure, but the mistake he was making, he was still standing in front of Ryan. There was actually little lateral movement from Haney in this fight. In fact, throughout a lot of this fight, it was Haney who was trying to hold centre ring. There were rounds where Ryan Garcia would move around, not doing much. And it was Haney, for the most part, who was actually trying to hold centre ring. I would have thought after round 7, Haney would have tried to adjust and maybe adopted a more back foot style approach, but he never did. And that gave Ryan Garcia the opportunity to land those shots. And yeah, in the second half of this fight, the right hand of Ryan Garcia became more prominent. He was catching Devin with that shot. Devin before this fight was saying, you've only got a left hook. And yeah, the left hook did the damage, but the right hand was very important for Ryan Garcia in this fight. It actually set up, I think it was the second knockdown in round 10, because that opened Devin Haney up to the following shots. He was dropped by a combination which culminated in a left hook. So Devin Haney dropped again in round 10. For me, he wasn't quite as badly hurt, but he was really feeling the shots, and you could see it on his face. His mouth was bleeding. His face was getting bruised up, you know? Ryan Garcia was the guy landing the hard punches here, the damaging punches. Round 11, Devin Haney dropped again, and this time it was the clinching that cost Devin Haney. Haney was feeling the pace, he was feeling the power, he clinched Ryan Garcia. Once he released from the clinch, he tried to let go of a couple shots. Ryan Garcia punched with him, again culminating in a left hook, which drops Devin Haney badly. Badly hurt in round 11. Badly hurt. Ryan Garcia tries his best to get more going, but Haney sees out the round once again. And round 12, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, kind of standoffish, even round in my opinion. Not too much happened, but Haney got through it, and he saw it to the decision. And yeah, Ryan Garcia ended up winning a majority decision. Correct winner. Not really going to talk about the judge's scorecard that had it a draw. Devin Haney did win rounds in this fight, so I can see a scenario where somebody could have it close on paper, but I felt the winner was clear, and that was Ryan Garcia. Also, we have to count in my opinion, the referee missed a couple of knockdowns in round 7. And I felt he was giving Haney more leeway than he was Garcia, so he deducts Ryan Garcia points for hitting on the break right away, and I have no issue with that per se, but he did nothing about Devin's holding once he was hurt. Nothing at all. So yeah, I felt the referee was a bit biased in favour of Haney, but it is what it is. Ryan Garcia won the fight. And he won the fight well, in my opinion. Very, very good fight. I have to take my hat off to both guys. They delivered a fight in which I wasn't expecting. Where do I go with this from here? Devin Haney. Devin Haney, to me, I've said what I've felt about Devin Haney for a long time. I think he's a good fighter. I just feel his fans drastically overrated him to a certain degree. Because we saw what happened with the Lomachenko fight. He lost that fight to a blown up featherweight. He was outskilled in that fight. Haney has got a long way by utilising his size advantage. He's got some skills to go with it. He's got a very good jab, good movement, etc. I'm not saying he has no skills, but a large piece of Haney's success has been down to his size, especially at lightweight. Beating the likes of Jojo in a close fight, by the way. Jorge Linares, Lomachenko, which many people felt he lost. The size is what really got him through in those fights. This is the first time we've seen Devin Haney fight a guy of comparable size in their prime. And listen, Ryan Garcia fought a great fight, but I do maintain he's not a fighter who is all that skilled in the traditional sense. Ryan Garcia just has raw athletic ability and power and explosiveness and strength. And we saw how Haney coped with it. First time he's not had his size advantage, he loses. And he loses, by the way, against arguably a less skilled fighter than he was. As far as I'm concerned, Haney's been overrated and his rise throughout boxing hasn't been all that organic. You know, getting, like the Lomachenko decision, for example, fighting smaller guys, etc. Politics has played a big part in Devin Haney's rise. And yeah, good fighter, but just overrated, in my opinion. What I will say, though, I do give Devin Haney credit for showing heart in there. He was bashed up. He was hurt multiple times, badly. Had some facial damage. And, you know, Devin Haney, I think he answered his chin question tonight. We know Devin Haney can be hurt. We saw him get hurt by Linares. And even against Lomachenko and Jojo Diaz, he wasn't badly hurt in those fights, but he felt some of the shots. We know Haney can be hurt, but after seeing tonight, he doesn't have a glass chin. If Haney had a glass chin, he'd have been out, because he was caught by some big shots in there. So Haney's got a serviceable chin, a decent chin, and decent recovery, and decent heart. I'll give Devin Haney that credit. Based on what I saw tonight, 140 is his ceiling. I don't think he's got the physicality to compete at 147. What's next for Devin Haney? I'm not sure whether he's still the champion with the WBC. He said he was, because obviously the title wasn't on the line because of Ryan Garcia missing the weight. But Eddie Hearn was saying that the title becomes vacant, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Regardless, Haney should stay at 140 and rebuild, you know? Get back into contention for maybe a rematch or a shot at the other champions. There's a lot of good fights to make at 140. The issue is whether Ryan Garcia himself is going to compete at 140. He obviously missed weight, so is he going to go to 147 or is he going to compete at 140? We shall see. We shall see. But there are great fights to make. A rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia would make a lot of sense. It would sell, right? Especially after that first fight. But would Ryan Garcia be willing to take it at 140? That's the question. I'd like to see Ryan Garcia be able to healthily make 140 to fight for a title. Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez springs to mind. Great fight. Ryan Garcia versus Subriel Matias. Great fight. Pitbull Cruz. Great fight. Haney rematch. Great fight. There are great fights for Ryan Garcia at 140. But can he make the weight? I don't know. So yeah, I feel like right now 140 is kind of up in the air. It's kind of up in the air. But yeah, really good fight. Again, very surprised. In regards to the weight, by the way, of Ryan Garcia, I will say, I do think it played a factor in the second half of this fight. I do feel it played a factor. Like, Ryan Garcia was able to soak up what Devin Haney had to offer. Ryan Garcia really carried his power throughout this fight. And the strength factor really shone through in the second half of this fight. To me, Ryan Garcia looked significantly stronger than Devin Haney. So him missing weight by 3 pounds may have had a factor in this bout as well. That has to be said in interest of fairness. But regardless, Ryan Garcia won the fight. And yeah, 140's up in the air. I'm kind of like gobsmacked. I really wasn't expecting this. Sometimes it's good to be wrong, and I'm glad to be wrong. I guess the last thing I'll say is that regardless, I hope Ryan Garcia actually builds on this. I think Ryan Garcia's place in boxing is very obvious. He's a very entertaining fighter who is also very flawed. He's a character, whether you like him or not. I think Ryan Garcia should be boxing's current action star. Put him in fights, 50-50 fights, he'll win some, he'll lose some, but he'll always sell. Put him in there with a Subriel Matias, a Teofimo Lopez, a Haney rematch, etc. All of his peers. He's going to lose some, but he may win some. But regardless of results, if he keeps on talking the way he's talking, if he keeps on getting attention the way he is, and he keeps on entertaining in the ring, he's always going to sell. He should take a leaf out of Oscar De La Hoya's book and have a career similar to him. Just fight everybody. Just fight everybody. This guy can sell. Whether you win, lose or draw, if he puts on a good show, the guy's going to sell. That's what Ryan Garcia should do. He should take a leaf out of Oscar's book. Fight everybody. Win, lose or draw. But anyway, every fighter should do that, to be honest, but we know how boxing is. Regardless, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy. Peace.